It's time for highlights from tonight's hard-hitting high school football action. Sports Extra starts now. Sponsored by New West Sports Medicine and Orthopedic Surgery.
So back. So back. Let's
Welcome
go,
into
baby.
the final 2 weeks of Sports Extra. Can you believe it? There's only 2 weeks left of high school football, but guess what? That means playoffs.
Playoffs?
We're talking playoffs.
Oh, man. Jim Mora 2001 all over again. And two teams in Class A there looking to be playoff bound is tonight's game of the week, Omaha North and Grand Island. We're on island time once again, but it wasn't island weather. 45 degrees, winds 25 miles an hour going southeast. On the field, the Islanders needed a win, having lost their last 2 games at 4-3 on the year. The Vikings, phenomenal, 6-1, 5-game winning streak that has featured 3 shutouts, and offensively, 46 points per game. Last time I checked, that's pretty darn good. So windy, the crossbar was slanted. Normally, Grand Island runs out of the tunnel to midfield. There was some company tonight. That energy, though, carried very well for the Vikings after this interaction right at the 50-yard line.
Think they're saying hi to each other?
I think so. They're like, oh, my God, hi! First drive of the game for the Vikings. They're the ones that started out on offense. Check that was the Islanders, but 3rd and 8. Bodie Albers, he keeps. Eli Mitchell comes in to lay down the hit. Silver Bullock forces the punt. One that got caught in the wind gives the Vikings great field position. Second play of the drive, quick sweep out to Jaron Cannon. Untouched, unscathed, unbothered. Touchdown, North. PAT is no good. It's 6-0. Islanders get picked off on the next drive, which leads to the Vikings slamming on the door again. 2nd and goal. Cannon with another carry. Can't get across the goal line, though. Isles' defense stands strong. Vikings go with the QB sneak next play. Sebastian Serco plunges in to make it another touchdown for North. They would go on to win this one by a final of 18-7.
And let's roll down I-80 where the Stars of Kearney were coming into tonight's game reeling after falling to Ord last week by 2 tutties. But there's a caveat. The Stars were down 20-0, fought all the way back, came within 20-13 before falling by 14. But guess what? Coach Rashawn Harvey preaches to his boys hard work. And tonight, Centura under the lights at UNK, you know the Centurions are going to bring it. Opening drive for the Stars, and check out Brant Krishner with the spin move. Pulling out the NBA 2K spin move. They would be forced to punt, though. Centura looking to move the ball on the Stars. Vana defense, but Mason Gorecki, he's going to pick up the first down in Morris. Centura, they're in business until they're not. They would be forced to punt. Stars offense looking. Brant Krishner, wind at his back, connects with Isaiah Gaunt for the big gain. My man stepped on the out-of-bounds line. He's like, yo, I didn't, but he did. But after a long drive, Krishner getting to the outside. Check out the wheels on my man. Gets to the outside. He finds the promised land. Defense pitches a shutout. They win big, 27-0. Ord Broken Bow. Let's start with the heads up, 7-up defensive play. Literally, Jace Geyser tried to reel in the pass. Off the dome, fingertips, Colton Thompson, Ord ball. What a play.
You may see that later.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Great minds think alike. But that's not all. Ord couldn't get going offensively. Next step is downs. Broken Bow with the ball. Play to believe it. Bryce Joplin with the carry. He's in trouble. He's still fighting down. He's pushing. He's pushing. Where's he going? Oh, that's an end zone.
He's goners.
Touchdown, 7-0. And talk about determination. Hurlbur marked down multiple completions, finally hooking up with Blake Heinrichs for the end zone. And Ord, we've talked about how good Broken Bow is.
But they get beaten tonight.
Yes, they do. 21-14. And that's to go to early game. 3-on-3 Wallace versus on the road against Southwest. Winners 3 of their last 4. The Rough Riders striking first. After a punt, it's Nathan Rippey. He pitches, he gets to the outside. 18-yard scamper for the touchdown. Missed extra point, though, makes it 6-0. Now, we know 6 man's all about offense, Trey, but how about some defense? As Trenton Williams doing it all in this play, he can come up with the strip sack fumble recovery. That's what I call a bad man.
0-yard touchdown because he did it in the end zone.
Yeah, there you go. Southwest would be forced to punt. Wildcats with the ball on 3rd and long, and Matt Lundgren pump fakes. He finds the big man, Riley Strouder, making some big plays. Look at him going all the way down, forced to miss. Next play, it's Ivan Aceveus waiting patiently, running behind his O-line for 6. as they'll all be knotted up at 6 at the half. But the Rough Riders will come away with their first home win. They were previously winless. They are no longer. They get their first win, 20-14, and improve to 5-2.
That's not too shabby last time I checked. We got more high school football from all around the Cornhusker State. It's coming up after the break. Stick with us.
Trey, it's not complete if we don't talk a little, six-man football.
Six-man football, best man football. We all know this, right? SCM coming into this afternoon. Undefeated. Yep. Last time I checked, that's pretty darn good. You want to be undefeated in football. Once again, the Mustangs are at home with Franklin looking to spoil the party this time around. Home team 6-0 on the year. The visitors 3-3. We pick it up midway through the first. Mustangs already up 7-zip, looking for more. 4th and goal. Staines elect to throw. Chance Dock looking around, finding some space, slings it, and it's batted away. Isaac Hawk is the one that forces the turnover on downs. Nothing to show for it on offense. But the Mustangs would be on the doorstep once again. Drop pitch, no big deal. He's in for the end zone. Sophomore quarterback is in for 6. PAT no good. Just like that, it's 13-0. Later in the first, back to the defensive side of the ball. Let's talk defense, right? Franklin running, trips left. Ryan Arbuthnot says, don't mind me. 1-0 line doesn't matter. He gets the strip. He gets the sack. That sets up SCM in plus territory once again. 2 plays later after the fumble. And the first play of the second, Maddox Jones collects. Connors. Mustangs roll again, this time by a final, winning big 45-14. To Geneva we go now. Hastings St. Cecilia taking on Fillmore Central in this one. With the wind being a factor, defensive battle to start out. Neither team willing to budge, trading punts on the first 2 quarters, and would enter the locker room with a scoreless tie. Fillmore Central starting with the ball in the third, though. Doesn't take them long to change that. Deep ball as Trevin Cecinis goes deep. He has Cade Cooper, gets in for the end zone. Panthers take a 7-0 lead. Blue Hawks looking to answer right back on their next possession. Chase Evans, quarterback, has been phenomenal this season. Drops back, doesn't see a DB there, but it gets intercepted. Panthers take over deep in St. Cecilia territory. Leads to a crucial 4th and 1 play. Blue Hawks look like they have to stop here, but no. Cecinis finds a way to get through on the second push, and they shut out St. Cecilia. 2 losses for St. C this year.
That was no tush push, by the way.
No tush push. 14-0 in the final. Fillmore Central wins. Now we go down the road. Grand Island Central Catholic, the guests. Donovan Trumbull, the home squad. Speaking of the Cardinals, they have the ball with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. Jaden Williams keeps it himself. Connor Haney tries to tackle QB1 instead, rips off the part of the long sleeve. Put him on the shelf. It's Toy Story 2 all over again. At least you think. More from Williams after the Cards turned it over on downs. That means GICC can take advantage, right? No, Crusaders go for it on 4th and 1 from their own 30-yard line and don't get it. That allows DT to pounce. And guess what? They would do just that. 30 seconds left in the half. Williams slinging it to Parker Volk. Wide open. Touchdown. Cardinals, go up 7-0 at halftime and would go on to win this thing 13-7.
Great defensive battle there. Kennesaw hosting Axtell. The Wildcats. Kennesaw is going to receive the kickoff. They're starting off strong, pushing the ball. Quarterback Maddox Wagner takes this one from the 25-yard line. He goes all the way for the house call. 2-point conversion is good. It's 8-0 beginning of the first quarter, and the Wildcats continue to fight. But the defense, look at that hit.
What a hit.
Stops Jake Halverson as they would be forced to punt, but both teams, they're going back and forth here defensively, ultimately making it tough. But the Wildcats defense was kicking it in high gear until Axtell makes it hollered, or Alverson passes it to Elijah Bergstrom. We know what he do. He's just touchdown machine.
He's that guy.
He finds everything. As Axtell gets the hard-fought road win. Good job by the Wildcats. They win big, 12-8.
Now to some Thursday night football. Kearney looking to get back in the win column after last week's loss to Westside, taking on Lincoln Northeast. Rockets went 3-and-out in their first drive. Bearcats nearly taking the punt back for a score. Instead of the first play from scrimmage, it's Abel Molina saying goodbye. 35-yard touchdown run puts Kearney up 7-0. Now it's 14-0. Rockets looking to find a way to answer back somehow, some way, get the ball down the field, including this QB keeper from Jason Brown inside the 10-yard line. But guess what? This drive would stall out.
Kearney has a good defense.
Yes, they do. Opt for the field goal on 4th and 5. This one's just wide to the left.
They needed some wind in that game.
Yeah, they did. It was 25 miles an hour tonight, but Kearney finds a way to stay still. Very next possession, Zane Scully goes right up the seam to his guy, Brecken Wilkie. He does the rest. Breaks a tackle on his way to the end zone. Bearcats go up 21-0. Would score 41 points in the first half. Is that good? Yes, I would say so.
Double nickel.
Yeah. 55-0. Bearcats respond in a huge way.
55 piece, huh? That's